The Dinger is just about closed. We're piling in our entries last minute. Connor Norby is out for a month. We got plenty of other news and notes to cover. Getting very, very excited about baseball, fellas. Let's have ourselves a nice little afternoon.
It's Short King summer, dude. It just feels like no one in fantasy sports ever learns anything. Does he mistime it, or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Brock Bowers is just a grown man. Dare I say, Rich, football might be back. In the words of Lane Johnson, this offense looks constipated. It's Short King summer.
All right. How we doing, everyone? What's the buzz out there? Looks like we are getting to a little bit of a fill rate here. I have 80 dingers left. I mean, obviously I'm not going to get 80 of these dingers in. We're at an 81.3% fill rate. I mean, look, I guess it's good for my entries, the entries that I've already done. If this doesn't fill, but I hope everyone hops in. GM Clay, GM Joel, how we doing today? How many Clay, I think you said you got one canceled, so you were able to hop in. I'm going to hop into one right now. Well, let's see if the old spinning. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thought the old spinning circle might get me. So if I'm able, there we go. Dinger, I will get to the 75 that I said I was going to do. I'm not going to be able to max. Don't believe that I will be maxing the Dinger. That's okay. GM, sir. How we all doing today, man? We got baseball in 48 hours from now. We will be watching real baseball. GM, sir. GM, how we doing? What's the old opening day slate look like? I actually don't even know the opening day slate. March. What? I guess it's March 27th is opening day. Looks like. So the main slate will be all of these games. Will be all the 3 to 4 games. That'll be the main slate on Underdog. 14 games. They're not going to include like the Severino Gilbert won't be included on the Underdog slate. One canceled yesterday, one today, still around 75. Yeah, I'm honestly actually having a blast doing these right now. I am I'm enjoying my small vacation from the big board. Very small vacation from the big board, but I am enjoying it. And we'll be back with Liam tomorrow. Probably back on Thursday. I mean, how many big boards do I have left? So we've got 37 big boards left, and the tournament closes on the 24th of April. Yeah, I wasted my $75. Not wasted, but I did my $75 single entry pretty early. I also have no idea if what I'm doing is right. I mean, I think it's sort of directionally accurate, but I definitely don't know if it is right. Let's see, how many more do we need here? 5 more. Let's do a little exposure check. So I'm up to 72 drafts. Buxton, Dominguez, Rutschman, O'Neal Cruz, Jock, Jackson Holiday. Would not have guessed that Zach Gallen was my most drafted pitcher. Yeah, if your highest drafted player is Jason Dominguez, you either know ball or you're the biggest slappy alive. Yeah, would not have guessed that. I would have guessed Keller was high. I would have guessed Chandler was high. I would have guessed Job was high. What's my Jared Burns looking, or Jared Jones looking like? That's not as bad as I thought. We'll take that on old Jared Jones. Yeah, I would guess we are going to get a smidgen of overlay. Not a ton. There we go. We got a fill. Picking fourth. Oh, baby. Bobby Witt Jr., the underflow snap build, of course. Two highest are Ward and Soler for sure. Yes. Yeah, so it's not that I hate people, but the reason why I'm doing these behind the paywall is because the dingers that I did not on the paywall, they just did not do well. 640 the Membies just makes a little bit more sense if not a ton of people are gonna be watching. I might as well just do it for the boys. You know what I'm saying? Basically, if they're not gonna be, it's not gonna be a 1,500, 2,000 view video, might as well hang out with the boys. But I'm happy to get a Bobby Witt Jr. What is the latest? As I take Bobby, what is the latest on Vinny P's hamstring? Vinny P hamstring, because that is pretty big for me. Diagnosed with hamstring strain. The club will evaluate. He says he wants to play opening day despite being banged up. Honestly, I actually have no idea if members only incentivizes new membies, but I think probably my logic is I would like to, for the people who are already members, I would like to reward them for that, more or less. And if the Dinger streams kind of confuse the algorithm a little bit, it doesn't know what to serve up to people. And also, they're not great for growth either, because this is not a fantasy baseball channel. I mean, really, I suppose more than anything, this is kind of an underdog channel. So, yeah, the boys are hanging out. I didn't really have anything going on I mean, the only other thing I would have been doing this afternoon would have been working on future YouTube shorts. I'm going to be pumping out some more of the YouTube short stuff on the Dynasty prospects. And I already made one and scheduled one for tomorrow morning. And the take cast plans I had for this week did not materialize for today. So I figured we might as well do some membies. So when I take Bobby Witt, I'm really funny to see Rooker now be ahead of Ronald Acuna Jr. What is the latest on Ronald Acuna Jr. health? GM to everyone minding their dingers. I would have taken Rooker. Turbotron noseball. GM. Mr. Woo Woo. I'm gonna take Ronald Acuna Jr. and I might take 7 outfielders on this team. So the 60 hours of streaming most people see from Davis every week actually are underselling how much he's streaming. Yeah, people are saying that. Woo Woo J Train. I cannot read your YouTube name without thinking of Brian Wu. Neil, are you doing any dingers? What's up? Are you in the streets? Let's see from the past week if I can find anything good on Ronald Acuna Jr. The Braves signing Alex Verdugo, I suppose, is probably not great. What do you guys make of Verdugo signing? Is that, I mean, I guess the reports was no one really wanted Verdugo, so maybe it's not even a big deal. 0 dingers. 0 dingers. I mean, Neil, if you do want to rip some for the overlay, I would say these. I can link you to the rank. Those are the ranks I'm using. Do I take Austin Riley for the stack? You know what? Double injury outfielders, Acuna and Trout. Now I have to take 7. I am using the easydfs.xyz. I do have some bad news. I don't think the little board 2 is coming, boys. I think the little board 2, it's not happening. That would be my guess. I think the New York situation has impacted the little board 2. That is, I mean, I don't know. You know, I haven't spoken to anyone at Underdog or anything like that, but that is my guess. All right. 4 days ago, we got a Ronald Acuna Jr. report. This is from Sports Illustrated. Brian Snitker, who's, you learn something new every day, the Braves manager. He's ready to go for batting, but, quote, there's things with the leg and the knee that they need to check all the boxes on. Yeah, this is probably more likely. I think we'll see like a $3 20 max or something like that, and they'll probably call it something else. Like last year, the War Room contest, the contest that they called the War Room, opened the day before the NFL draft, and I believe it was 5 entry max. Snitker continued, we just have to take our time and be patient, because when we get him back, we want him to be whole. We want him to stay on the field every day. All right. Brian Snitker. Yeah. The golden puppy. Yeah, it might be something like that. That is in fact my guess, is that we are unlikely to get the actual little board 2. I think it'll be something similar, but not a carbon copy. And yeah, I also have no clarity on this. When is rookies and sophomore launch? I have no idea. No clue on rookies and sophomores. They maybe they do away with that contest entirely. You know, I'll tell you this much. They certainly do not want to be losing money on draft games. You know, that is not what they're there for. Now, if I don't take Jazz here, I'm not going to get him, but I am pretty far behind at outfield. So I think I'm going to take Cody Bellinger here. Bellinger or Riley Green. I don't know why Easy's rankings are so low on Adolis Garcia, because I really like him. I am going to take Bellinger here. Acuna, Trout, Bellinger. I mean, there you go. How many MVPs between those guys? Yeah. A $3 shitter for the treadmill. You know what's funny is, for me, the shitter contests have been totally replaced by dailies. So when I get on the treadmill or I get on the Stairmaster or whatever, I just whatever daily draft is in the lobby. You know, I was doing NFL BRs on the treadmill, a lot of NBA BRs on the treadmill and stuff like that. So maybe that has stolen my hunger a little bit for the shitter drafts. Yeah, how am I? Here's the deal, man. Jazz goes and O'Neal Cruz goes, so that is far from ideal. I don't think this team can afford Regans. Can I afford Regans, or am I too far behind at outfield? You know what? Live a little, Davis. Cole Regans, come on in, brother. Very Kansas City Royals coded team here. The nerds don't like Adolis because he had a .3 WAR. I mean, I just need the people to grow up. Yeah, Joel wasn't not taking Jazz with Judge. There's always room for Regans. All right. All right, I got to pull up Adolis Garcia's page. Because in my mind, and I guess, I play a lot of salary cap DFS. To me, I mean, dude, 4 straight seasons of over 622 plate appearances, 39 dingers in 2023, 25 dingers last year. His ISO got pumped. Was he hurt last year? Yeah. This might be this will be a Ward Soler team for sure. I mean, frankly, these projections for Adolis Garcia look pretty freaking good. 3 homers in spring, striking out a little bit less in spring. Yeah, and as Mr. Wu points out, the outfield is probably fine. The issue you're going to run into with this outfield is I don't have one of the premium guys. So I didn't get one of the super premium outfielders. Acuna is not going to be playing full time probably until May. So I just I'm relying on the health of Mr. Trout. And if Trout only has, if Trout has, I don't know, 412 plate appearances, this team might be dust. But what's the equivalent? All that matters is week 24. Right? Would that be what it's 24 weeks? Is that right? For the Dinger? What are the scoring periods? Yeah, all that matters is week 22. And if all that matters is week 22, I mean, how are you going to do better than Trout and Acuna together, right? Not sure you can beat that combo. Like if I told you right now straight up, Acuna gets 515 plate appearances and Trout gets 592 plate appearances. Yeah, if Trout's fine, dude, you're laughing. If Trout is okay, you are laughing at the haters. Even bad Trout or whatever. Like Trout in his 126 plate appearances last year had a 139 weighted runs created plus, 362 the year before, 134 weighted runs created plus, and that is like as bad as Trout has ever been in the major leagues. And maybe the Angels are a little bit better. They signed Soler. Ward is like fine, I do not like Jurickson profile. I'll tell you what though, I know there is a player that is going to be snap-picked behind me if I do not take him. And this is right about where he should be ranked anyways. Fuck! Are you kidding me, dude? Golly. All right, I'm going to take Ozzy Albies for the stack. Can never get Jason Dominguez. Can never get Jason Dominguez when I'm streaming these. It never works out. Yep. Never. The only time I get Jason Dominguez is when I'm drafting by myself. Yeah. But F in the chat for Jason Dominguez. I mean, it feels like Jason Dominguez, if this was NFL, like if we were doing NFL comparisons, Jason Dominguez would be like a 3rd round pick. Don't you think? Like Jason Dominguez would be like Genty or whatever, right? That is the way that he would be. The slappies would push him up so far. No, Jason Dominguez, he's like Xavier Worthy. Jason Dominguez is like the slappies pushing up Xavier Worthy or Roma Dunze, plays on one of the most prominent franchises. We'll take Taylor Ward and we'll get our Angel stack in. So we have 2 Braves, we've got 2 Angels. I do keep getting sniped, but whatever. That's fine. No big deal. He is worthy side. No, come on. He's taller than that, isn't he? Jason Dominguez is, I guess he's only 5'9". That's funny because in my head, Jason Dominguez is a absolutely giant human being. Like in my head, Jason Dominguez is 6'4". Like I realize that is very much not the case, but that is the way it seems in my head. Yes, exactly. He's like 6'4", 250 in my head. Like my mental, it's funny. It's funny. Yeah, it's tough to be the Martian at 5'9". People are saying, is Jason Dominguez a short king? People are asking this. Is Jason Dominguez a short king? If he was a wide receiver, he would be considered a short king. 5'9", 190 for Jason Dominguez. You know what though? That you guys ready? You guys ready to enter into the ultimate spin zone? Jason Dominguez is so much more bullish for him getting steals to be 5'9", 190. Just if anyone's wondering where this fascination comes from, these are this dude's minor league numbers. 2024, 250 plate appearances in the minors, 11 dingers, 16 home runs. 2023, 15 dingers, 40 home runs in the minors. 2022, 16 homers, 37 dingers. Very controllable strikeout rate. In your head, he's like Mike Stanton. In real life, he's Bruno Mars. It's Short King Mars, dude. The funniest Jason Dominguez clip was him talking about buying his own rookie cards as a dingers. I meant dingers and steals. Dingers and steals. Sorry. Dingers and steals. There's a clip of Jason Dominguez saying, "Oh, I'm going to buy my own rookie cards, you know, as a fallback in case my Major League Baseball career doesn't work out." And then the reporter has to explain to him, dude, if it doesn't work out, your rookie cards are going to be worthless. It's a very funny clip. You can buy a Jason Dominguez Bowman Chrome on Amazon. I just Googled Jason Dominguez rookie card quote. All right, we are up at pick 93. This is either a pitcher. Ooh, could be Spencer Steer. Yeah, let's do Steer. Oh, opening season on the IL. No, let's not do that. Yeah, we'll do Tyler O'Neill. We'll do Tyler O'Neill. There are multiple Baltimore infielders behind me. My thoughts on the Restrepo 40 time is that 4.84 is not the 40 time of an NFL player. It's impossible for me to believe that he will be Restrepo best case round 5 pick, round 4 pick, something. And even that, I think, is unlikely. Louis Perales rookie. I do love a good investment, man. I do love it. All right. We've got Reagans, Bobby, Ozzie Albies, Ronald Acuna Jr., Mike Trout, Cody Bellinger, Taylor Ward, Tyler O'Neill. Oh, yeah. Easy ranks don't know about Jacob deGrom's resurgence. The deGrom pick feels really nice. Yeah, running the same time as Gunnar Helm on a broken ankle is absolutely insane work. I mean, I want to make sure I'm not making this up in my head about Jake deGrom. Yeah, I mean, dude's pitching. Blake played O lineman in college that ran in the mid 4.8s. Yeah, I mean, look, man. I liked Restrepo. I had Restrepo, ranked. Like I have him in the big board, but you can't be running a 4.8. Yeah, like the projection systems had DeGrom for like 26 freaking starts, dude. Now, granted, that would be the first time he's done that since, the novel coronavirus, but Jesus, man. And the other thing is DeGrom has never really been bad while pitching. Like some of these other guys, you could argue, like maybe there's a reason to not buy their sample. But I gotta say, man, I'm buying the sample from Jacob DeGrom. How else are you gonna win? What is it? First place, $100,000 in the Dinger. 100K to first in the Dinger. How else are you gonna win $100,000 than hitting on a guy like Jacob DeGrom? Jacob DeGrom could very easily be the guy that you had to have in the Dinger, like very, very easily. At least in my reading of the situation. Now, are any of the I just need one of the Baltimore infielders to come back around to me. And I'm very glad that I took Reagans, actually, because Suzuki, Rosarena, Nimmo, even Cruz or Robert doesn't set this team up near as well. I need to see a Dinger winner with DeGrom, Trout, Royce Lewis. 100%. Royce Lewis, I mean, all right, I need Westberg to come back around to me, so none of you take Westberg. Is Royce Lewis already on the IL, or are they like holding out hope? Ruled out for opening day, a moderate left hamstring strain. I mean, the Trojan horse build, they only play at the end. Well, and where Royce Lewis is going now, I mean, you can like pretty comfortably eat zeros from Royce Lewis at infielder 52 or whatever. Like, that is no sweat at all. Oh, I did just see that he went already though. So apparently, this fella is not scared of injuries. He's all good. He's all good there. Buying the top on injured Royce Lewis. Not what I would do. But I do have big Royce Lewis bags. All right, fading. One more pick before we get a guy. Yeah, Vinny P and Royce both ahead of ADP. I don't know, maybe this guy he's just trying to get his guys. We're drafting 2 days before the start of the season, and we are going to get Jordan Westberg. All right, so that worked out pretty perfectly, adding Westberg in with Tyler O'Neill. I mean, a guy I don't love in Tyler O'Neill, frankly, but Westberg played 67 games at third, 53 games at second base, 2 games at shortstop, 1 game at DH, 447 plate appearances in 107 games last year. Projected for at least 518 everywhere, 20 dingers, 8 to 9 to 10 steals, really low walk rate. That's interesting. That is a very interesting. You just don't see a ton of guys like. I guess his contact rate has to be really high. Where's his batted ball? Yeah, his contact rate is just quite high. All right, back up. A random Will Smith at 116. All right, gonna do a little bit of rank disrespecting. I took Alcantara there. I just have like very little of Sandy Alcantara. He made it through spring training without getting injured. Now Alcantara, that is a guy who was brutal before getting injured. So in 2023, he was just really bad. Couldn't strike anyone out. Was walking a ton of guys. He was getting really unlucky leaving guys on base. His ground ball rate was about the same. But this season is what you want. 200 and... Dude, I mean, how many points is that, actually? How many points was Sandy Alcantara's season? 1,329 points in 2022. I mean, that is I mean, I would assume. Let's look at Scooble. I mean, that is basically he could be the Alcantara could pretty easily be the starting pitcher 1 if he duplicates his 2022. Yeah. So Easy explained this to me, which is basically people have always thought it was very likely that Alcantara would be injured, and then he got injured in the way that everyone said he was, which is he throws really hard but doesn't strike a ton of guys out. So he's, I would bet he's quite low in stuff plus. Not that I care to look such things up, but I would guess. So oh my God, Nolan Jones, bro. We need Nolan Jones is the worst pick on the board right now. Someone go look at Nolan Jones's projection after being traded. It's so bad. Nolan Jones's most bullish projection now is 14 home runs, 11 steals, 470 plate appearances. I would be removing Mr. Jones from your ranks. I bet the Nez ranks have basically removed Nolan Jones. Yeah, might just have to keep piling in entries, man. If Nolan Jones is going to keep with that ADP, this dude took Cedric Mullins. Isn't Cedric Mullins kind of the odd man out for the Orioles? I mean, he's got a lot of ways he can lose playing time. I guess it would be Laureano. I mean, he's got Laureano and Kirkstad. Wow. Today I learned Gary Sanchez, backup catcher for the Baltimore Orioles. I did not know that. Yeah, gotta take a chance on Cy Young. They don't know about the wind tunnel. All right, we're back up. Byron Buxton, come on down. They are never gonna stop me from taking Byron Buxton. Wow, Toglia, bro. Toglia snapped. Let's look at a little Toglia projection here. Toglia last year, 25 homers, 10 steals, 32% K rate with half your games in cores. Very bullish new projections on him since the trade, I'm assuming. 553 plate appearances, 25 homers, 7 steals from depth charts. Cardi has him for 21 homers. I can see it. Yeah, you could tell that I've watched a lot of baseball in my life for sure. All right, I was going to take Holiday. Not going to do it now. This one is for Neil. How about Justin Steele, Neil? Don't know if he's still here, but Justin Steele. Are the Cubs at home in the fantasy baseball playoffs? Because if the Cubs are at home, you could always get a wind blowing in game, which would be pretty sick, obviously. And there are so many Matts who are members, by the way. I do appreciate that. 5 straight pitcher picks in a row, broken up by the $100 million man, Kyle Raleigh. Clay Holmes. Easy. I need Easy to move Clay Holmes up in the rankings because I also am getting none of that guy. Clay Holmes. This is just the style of guy that I like. Convert him from reliever to starter. Just let his nasty stuff work as a starter. Speaking of which, what is Jordan Hicks up to? What's the plan for Jordan Hicks in 2025? Brutal spring in the old Cactus League. Projected as a starter. Guys, is Jordan Hicks worth a click or am I insane? Yeah, I heard him and I disagree with him. I disagree with him immensely. Now tell me, am I insane for clicking Jordan Hicks? Like, Cardi has him for 4.19 ER. I guess the strikeouts are no good. I mean, does Hicks even have an ADP? This is the first time I've thought about him. Jordan Hicks does not even have an ADP. All right. I mean, that's probably a bad click. I can save that. I can save that for salary cap DFS. His argument is that the Yankees. Yeah, Jonathan India with Bobby. His argument is that the Yankees do a great job of getting really strong performances out of relievers, and then when they throw them on the trash heap, they're generally bad. Like when the Yankees have chosen to move on from relievers, most of the time it looks like a good decision for them to move on. Very rarely do you find a spot where the Yankees dust a reliever off and they're bad. Kirby and McClanahan. What does he know, bro? Is he using the JMac ranks? JMac from reallygoodpicks.com. All right, what do we do here? We have got 4 pitchers, 4 infielders. This feels like a spot. Easy has Xavier Edwards ranked 262. All right, infielder. Oh, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Simple process, bro. Simple process. This team's kind of sick. Cole Reagans, Jacob deGrom, Sandy Alcantara, Justin Steele, Bobby Witt Jr., Ozzie Albies, Jordan Westberg, Jonathan India, Christian Encarnacion Strand, Ronald Acuna Jr., Mike Trout, Cody Bellinger, Taylor Ward, Tyler O'Neill, and Byron Buxton. So we've got huge injury risk in Acuna Jr., big injury risk in Trout, big injury risk in Buxton. I'm sure it'll be fine. The Christian Encarnacion Strand bull case, which, by the way, I've argued for the entire time that the Dinger has been open, is that guys who are good, there are so many places for them to play. They were, I believe they have mentioned trying him out at third base, so that opens up a spot for him. But if we pull up the roster resource for the Reds, so he's projected right now as the opening day DH. His first base competition is a 31-year-old who stinks, Jaimar Candelario, just like not a good player. His bench competition is a defense first guy who stinks. And that's it, basically. I mean, really, he just has to hit better than whoever the 4th outfielder is. If Encarnacion Strand hits better than whoever the 4th outfielder, because Steer is on the IL right now. Let's look at their current injured guys. So he just has to hit better than. So Stevenson and Steer will come back. So he's got to hit better than everyone. Who does he get benched for? Particularly if he does play at third. And Gavin Lux obviously can play second too. I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like and you know, he's like a former relatively top prospect. He was a 4th round pick, but he was viewed as a relatively top prospect. He did hit 13 home runs in 241 plate appearances in 2023. You know, he's got a fine K rate at the major league level. Yeah, but he basically, I mean, and Encarnacion Strand is, let's be real, he's a slappy pick. He's a big time slappy pick. And I'm comfortable with that. You know, I know who I am. I'm fine being a slappy sometimes. All right, this next pick is probably a pitcher. Job is gone. Let's do Reese Olson. Right? Reese Olson seems good. Yeah, let's do Reese Olson because I've got a lot of Jobs. So let's go the other way. We'll go Reese Olson. What do you guys think? Do I take a 7th outfielder on this team, or is it just not worth it? Do I basically just need to lay in the bed that I have made? Because don't get me wrong, like I actually am comfortable with that, and just say Trout stays healthy, Buxton stays healthy, O'Neill and Ward cover. But in my head, I'm like, man, I don't know. Sure would be nice to get Trout to the finals, even if he misses 45 days of the season or whatever. Let's check the old Reese Olson Fangraphs page. Reese Olson, again, another former relatively top prospect. I mean, he was good last year, dude. Not the absolute strikeout ceiling you would want. Let's do. Well, let's take my. Actually, you know what? On this one. Oh, Shaw's gone. Let's take Langeliers. I was gonna take Matt Shaw. This guy next to me has 8 infielders. Jared Jones. All right, man. You do you. There's a little bit of plate limitation FUD with Mr. Langeliers. I don't really know if I buy it. 29 homers and 534 plate appearances last year. Only 3 starts at DH, man. Only 3 starts at DH for Langeliers last year. How funny is that? Negative defensive WAR, but still a 2 WAR player because he's so good at the plate. And then the secret weapon, Tyler Soderstrom. First base, catcher, potential DH. 9 homers and 213 plate appearances last year. 10% walk rate. Yeah. Yeah, that's the guy you want. You want to talk about guys who have unlimited. I basically don't buy any way that those guys don't get 29 homers and 58 runs. So good. What is the way in which these guys lose out on plate appearances? Like Miguel Andujar plays better than Soderstrom. Put me down as a non-believer in that. Put me down as very, very unlikely that occurs. All right, so we have 3 more picks, 6 outfielders, 6 infielders. Probably need 2 more pitchers. Reagans, DeGrom, Alcantara, Justin Steele, Reese Olson. I mean, pitcher, don't get me wrong, pitcher is getting pretty thin these days. Like, Singer I do like. A lot of inning ceilings there. Mize I don't like. Fetty seems okay. Jeffrey Springs. I've been meaning to pull Mr. Springs' page up. Steamer gives him 154 innings. That feels unlikely. That feels like a lot coming off a 33 inning season and an injury. But man, the skills are unbelievable. 27% K rate, 7% walk rate. Ooh, Roman Anthony. Okay. Pretty woke to Roman Anthony. Man, and what about Sears? What's Sears' projections look like? Sears' projections look better. He just is not as good. 8-14 back-to-back years. That's very funny. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we do want. They're just it's a lot of olds. Is he gone? Zach Veen, Beck. Beck is gone. Oh no, I misspelled his name. Oh fuck. I mean, Veen is fine, but I was gonna could take Adele again. I was about to do what Denver said. I was about to just take Bubba Chandler, and I'm probably not gonna get to now. It would, you know what? I might need to draft enough to get Bubba Chandler to be my most drafted pitcher. It would go pretty hard to have Bubba Chandler as my most drafted pitcher and Jason Dominguez as my most drafted hitter. That would be pretty badass. I guess the issue with Chandler is the innings, right? I think I'm up to 28% Chandler. The innings are not great for him though. I mean, 119. Why are the projections so low on his innings when he got to 119 last year? Yeah, Mac. That's how you know I know ball. Bubba Chandler. I mean, Zach Veen's not going to stay down that long, right? To be clear, I actually don't think this Zach Veen pick is really all that good. He's like a what is he, 22-year-old Rockies outfielder or whatever? No, 23. Raw power, 55 raw power. 70 speed. 21 steals, 11 home runs in the minors last year. Good spring. Yeah, the Rockies are idiots. I mean, let's just be very clear about that. The Rockies are idiots. Turbotron took Soderstrom. All right, a little bit of ball knowing there from ball knowing there from Mr. Turbotron. Reagans, DeGrom, Alcantara, Steele, Olsen, Chandler, Bobby Witt Jr., Albies, Westberg, India. I don't know. What do you guys think positionally? Pitcher or infielder? My favorite infielder pick just went, so that might tilt me a little bit more towards pitcher. Like I said, I do like Springs, but the innings are probably not great there. Birdsong, whatever. Verlander I like too. Verlander I like a lot. What do we have for Verlander innings? I mean, yeah, there's basically no reason Verlander can't get 160 innings. I mean, he was bad last year, to be fair. Verlander might just be cooked. He might just be done. Is Cam Smith? I don't know who that is. Cam Smith. Who is Dominic Smith? Cam Smith. I do not see a Cam. Kanan Smith and Jigba? Not in the player pool, Cam Smith. He's a golfer. Yeah, that's where my mind went. All right, yeah, we got to take a picture. We have to take a picture. What is the Merrill Kelly projection? Merrill Kelly is projected for 150 innings of like pretty decent ball. Yeah. If you take Bubba Chandler, you got to take your medicine with Merrill Kelly. Cam Smith is an albatross ass pick. All right. Reagans. Let's pull that one back up. We make any mistakes here? Bobby, obvious. I mean, certainly an argument to take Merrill or Langford. Trout, I think comfortably in a healthy season clears these guys. Bellinger, I think that was obvious. Reagans, I feel really good about actually looking back on the team. Albies, yeah, strong. Yeah, if you're trying to max the Dinger right now, you're in the trenches. Ward had to be done. Maybe could have done Blade over O'Neal to set up another stack, but we got Westberg. I would have taken Jackson Holiday over Steele here. India was good. You know, CES could have been Christian Campbell, could have been Mason Wynn. Reese Olson, Shea Langlear, Zach Bean, Bubba Chandler, Merrill Kelly. Man, you know, we're chilling. Oh, all right, boys. Yeah, frozen rope 54%. I think if you are hunting for some overlay, frozen rope is not going to fill. Maybe I'll do maybe that's what we'll stream tomorrow afternoon. Maybe around this time tomorrow afternoon we do the old frozen rope. What else we got? Actually, maybe tomorrow. I don't want to promise, but maybe tomorrow, maybe we do MLB BR, because it should be up tomorrow, right? And you guys can teach me the intricacies of Major League Baseball BRs, and I can learn a little bit about the streets. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think let's plan on this. So tomorrow, streaming with Liam, the normal time, 10 in the morning. I gotta get a take cast lined up, and then I will we'll figure out. I'll figure out, you know, when that is, and then we will we'll draft some Major League Baseball BRs tomorrow afternoon. All right, boys. My puppy needs to go outside. Needs to get some sun. I need to get some sun. I've been sitting down in this basement. It's a beautiful day outside in the Midwest. I need to go get some sun. Need to get out of the desk. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much for being members. Tell a friend to hop on in the Dingers with us and to become members of the show, so that I don't have to go back. So you guys don't want me working for State Farm. But I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys all back here tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon.
It's Short King Summer, dude. It just feels like no one in fantasy sports ever learns anything. Does he mistime it, or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Brock Bowers is just a grown man. Dare I say, Rich, football might be back. In the words of Lane Johnson, this offense looks constipated.